Hi, I'm Jen Grossi.
And I'm Octavia Petrut.
Welcome to another episode of Inside Pleasant Hill. We are here in the Pleasant Hill Senior Center, thanks to Rec and Park. Great place to be, and we've got a great lineup today, right?
Yes, that's right. Today on our show we have Dr. Joe Ovick, who is the Contra Costa Superintendent of Schools. We will have guests from StarQuest, as well as the Meals on Wheels organization. And of course, we have Paul Catruvo and his musical guest.
Fantastic. Speaking of Paul, you've got our lead in, right, Paul?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Paul, so much for leading us into this great show. Wow, 2015 already, we made it.
I know, it went by so fast. We had a crazy holiday season, a lot went by. Pleasant Hills Light Up the Night event went so well.
You know what, it was so lucky the rain held off just in time, just like on the holiday festival, remember?
That's right.
I mean, that huge storm came in just after it, but before then, and the line for Elsa. Frozen Room was off the hook. More people wanted to see Elsa than they wanted to see Santa Claus. I mean, come on, isn't that hilarious?
Oh, times are changing.
Yeah, right? But you know, it was a wonderful holiday season, and now we're moving in to 2015. We've got a lot of other stuff, great stuff going on. The Community Awards will happen January 29th, and so you've got to get your nominations in.
By the 12th of January.
By January 12th, so get your nominations in for Community Awards, and then the Mayor's Breakfast.
That's right.
Will be happening.
That's early in the morning, right?
February 7th, I believe,
yes,
early in the morning, and that will be Mayor Carlson.
Yes, Ken Carlson, that's
new
right.
mayor.
He will be coming on the show on an upcoming episode. That's very exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And right now, I'd like to introduce Dr. Joe Ovick, and Dr. Joe is the Contra Costa County Superintendent of Schools. So, Joe, what does that mean?
The Contra Costa County Superintendent of Schools was established in 1852.
Wow.
And back in 1852, the superintendent got a register of all the children in Contra Costa and a horse. I know I have access to records and data regarding the 173,000 students we now have in K-12 education in Contra Costa. I've been superintendent for 18 years, but I still haven't found the horse.
That didn't come with your job initially, huh?
No.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You
I
deserve
agree.
a horse.
It is not fair.
You're based at the Contra Costa Office of Education.
That's correct.
So tell us what that office does and what your role does in particular.
Okay. The education code is real clear. The first thing it says is that I must superintend the schools within the county. And even though we have 18 school districts in Contra Costa County, I have oversight responsibility of those 18 school districts. One, I have to make sure that credentialing is appropriate for the classes, the subjects that teachers are responsible for. Secondly, I have to approve the district budgets. Thirdly, and probably the most important responsibility, is to make sure that the curriculum that's been approved locally and is aligned with the state Department of Education, the State Board of Education, is being implemented throughout all our schools in Contra Costa County. We also operate programs for children with disabilities through Contra Costa County. We also have a very strong partnership with all the school districts, high school and unified districts, to provide what's currently called Regional Occupational Programs, ROP. We serve 12,000 students throughout Contra Costa in its career technical education. And then lastly, we also provide the educational program for youngsters that are incarcerated at Juvenile Hall and the Boys Ranch. And we offer programs in the jails for adults here in Contra Costa. And then lastly, for youngsters who have been expelled from their local schools, we provide community school programs for those youngsters with the intent to get them back into the mainstream of education within a semester or two.
Well, and you also instigated this Choose Civility program.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We were fortunate to move forward with Dr. Forney's 25 principles of civility. And basically, it's being nice to one another. Yes, academics are important, being prepared for knowledge-based economy is important, but we have to be nice to one another.
Yeah.
And if we as adults can role model that for our children, that's what we were looking for, and our schools are celebrating it as well.
And there is a new incoming superintendent, is that correct?
Yes.
And what's
yes.
her name?
Her name is Karen Sakata. I'm retiring, 45 years as a local educator. Time for a change for Contra Costa County, also a change for old Dr. O.
Wow.
And Karen has been an educator in Santa Clara County and Contra Costa County for the last 30 years. Her adult sons are products of public education here in Contra Costa, and she's going to do an absolutely phenomenal job.
Well, thank you so much, Dr.
Yes.
Joe, for coming and joining us today.
And we wish the next superintendent good luck.
Absolutely.
And also a lot of rest for you. You worked hard for 45 years. Oh my goodness.
45 years.
Oh my goodness.
Fabulous. But thank you for joining us
Hey,
and
you're
giving us all
welcome.
that wonderful information. And next we're going to have Paul.
And his entertainment calendar. Paul, what do we have coming up?
All right, Vero, so this month in January, we got some great shows coming up. Who knew that they had music over at Back 40 over there in Pleasant Hill? Every Friday and Saturday night, they have some great solo artists. And this month, it's Ken Cooper on January 30th. That's a Friday night. And Dan DeShera on January 24th, and that's a Saturday night. Of course, you might recognize those names because they're from the famous Buzz Tones. So that's Back 40 over in Pleasant Hill. And then, if you're in Martinez, the best club in the East Bay, Armando's. And Armando's has two excellent shows in January. One is January 16th. It's a Friday night. It's a great bluegrass band called Front Country. They're incredible. And then on Saturday, January 24th, Tender Mercies. And Tender Mercies is a band that features two members of the Counting Crows. So get over to those shows, go out, support live music, and that's all I have. Back to you guys.
And now we have StarQuest with us, and we have Jim Nunes, who is the founder and producer of StarQuest, and Lori Tasano, who is the director. We have Dominic Hanakak, who is a longtime performer of StarQuest, and of course we have Bridget Tucker. You were a performer and a co-host in last year's StarQuest, is that right? Yeah. Tell us, how long has StarQuest been going on for, and what's it all about?
It started in 1993 is when we first started the program.
When you were a youth, right? You were one of the first youth performers.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How did you know that?
Yeah, it's really great. I love that.
I did a little soft shoe, you know.
You were the chief of police at the time, is that right?
I was, yes.
Yeah. And you thought this would be a great way to keep the ragamuffins off the street.
Yeah.
But no, great opportunity.
An opportunity for kids to, perform and show their talents in front of their families and the community. That's why we started it.
That's awesome. And Laura, you're the director.
What's that like, directing the kids?
Wonderful. It's been the best thing I've done in 23 years. The kids are so enthusiastic, they're so polite, they're so friendly. I don't know, I think there's something in the water in Pleasant Hill because I've never had the attitude that you usually get with some maybe teenagers. They're very respectful, and the show is spectacular. The kids put out so much effort and they really shine. Now, you have a rehearsal, it's a little messy, we think it's not going to work, and then the show goes on, they go, what happened? I said, it's magical.
Yeah. You have performers from, I think I heard the youngest last year was 4 years old, but usually around 5 years old, all the way through to 18 years old.
correct.
And kids come back like you, Dominic. How many shows have you been in so far?
I've been in 7 shows so far.
Wow.
That's dedication right
amazing.
there. That's commitment.
What do you like to do?
I like singing and playing the piano.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. And Bridget, as the co-MC, you showed Mr. Nunes here a thing or two last year, didn't you? Was that fun?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you get to do as the MC?
I got to introduce the performers who were up on stage.
If I remember rightly, because I took my boys last year,
really?
there was some good joke telling going on as well. That was really, really good. We enjoyed it a lot. And so this year's performance is in April. What are the dates for that one?
The 25th and 26th of April, I believe.
And auditions will take place next month in February. Where can they find the paperwork that they need to fill out to apply to an audition?
Applications will be out at all the schools and certainly at Park and Rec and all their facilities and City Hall and other government agencies. Usually we have anywhere from sometimes 50 to 60 kids, some in groups and individuals.
And they're all here on Pleasant Hill.
Yes, they either go to school in Pleasant Hill or live in Pleasant Hill, yes.
I think the other great thing about StarQuest is these kids, their families don't have to pay for them to be in this show. This is one of the only opportunities that they get to have where they actually get to be taught by an amazing director, have the support of a fantastic producer and team, as well as the camaraderie amongst themselves, and it doesn't cost a dime. It's a community event. Isn't that great?
Yes.
I love that so much. Make sure you get out, get your tickets for StarQuest 2015, end of April. If you've got a talented kid out there, get them in the
please
auditions.
audition. I encourage
it would be
you,
fantastic. And I believe we have some performances here today.
Let's see, who do we have? We have the Stone Sisters, but we're starting off with Harmony on the ukulele.
Slow it down, make it stop, or else my heart is going to pop. 'Cause it's too much, yeah, it's a lie. To be something I'm not, I'm a fool out of love. 'Cause I just can't get enough. Well, I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is amazing, love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone, I've tried. I don't know why, I'm just a little girl lost in the moment. I'm so scared, I don't show it, I can't figure it out. It's bringing me down, I know, I've got to let it go. Just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. Well, I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is amazing, love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone, I've tried. I don't know why, I'm just a little girl lost in the moment. I'm so scared, I don't show it, I can't figure it out. It's bringing me down, I know, I've got to let it go. And just enjoy the show.
Good job, Harmony.
Thank you.
How long have you been performing with StarQuest?
10 years.
Every year you come back. That's
Yeah.
so awesome. And how long have you been playing the ukulele for?
A couple years I taught myself.
That's it? Are you
Yeah.
serious? Oh my God, good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, we're gonna throw it back to Jen with the Stone Sisters. Let's see what they've got.
Thank you so much, Harmony. That was incredible. That kid is so talented. And I now have more talent right here. These are the Stone Sisters, Lauren and Caitlin. Lauren, how long have you been doing StarQuest for?
I've been doing StarQuest for about 4 years.
4 years, wow. And Caitlin?
My third year for doing StarQuest.
Third year, and you've been dancing for how long?
5 years.
And you're gonna do a really great dance for us right now. Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, I'm gonna get out of your way. You guys get ready, okay? Take it away for us, woo!
Are you afraid of the big bad wolf? Oh! Sweet little lady, do you wanna go steady? I'm a big bad wolf.
He's a big bad wolf.
How sweet little lady, looking fine and pretty. I'm a big bad wolf. He's a big bad wolf. You're heading for your grandma, so you
you so much, Stone Sisters. That was an awesome performance. And thank you, StarQuest, for coming to our show. I think it's such a great opportunity for the youth in this community to have a chance to shine on stage.
I know, I can't wait for StarQuest 2015. It'll be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we have a green PSA. Now, the College Park High School has a fantastic video production program that's taught by Paul Renault, and from time to time, we're going to get to show some of those students' videos right here on Inside Pleasant Hill.
Also, we actually have students behind our cameras right now, and we would love to have even more. Anybody can come to the show and check it out, see what it's like.
Come and help us, right? That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
But our very first PSA was produced by a 9th grader. Her name is Isla Brooks Blaisdell, and this is Green PSA.
Thanks a lot, Isla from College Park High School, for the great green PSA.
That was awesome, really good. Now, our next guests are from Meals on Wheels and Senior Outreach Services. We have Elaine Clark, you're the Executive Director, and Lee Shugro, you're the Public Affairs Specialist. So tell us all about your programs that you offer.
If you have a grandma here in Contra Costa County and she needs a friendly visitor, if she needs food because she can't get out, or maybe she can get out but needs a little socialization and help, we've got help for that. If she needs help with medical expenses, or she's got some sort of issue that you don't know where to turn, we've got care managers that will go to your home and help with that, sort through things. We will also intervene in medical situations. So we offer an array of services, everything for seniors 60 and over, and at no charge to seniors. So we deliver food Monday through Friday to shut-ins, and we perform a wellness check, and it's done by over 1,000 volunteers. Without our services, a lot of people wouldn't know where to turn.
It is actually quite amazing to see how many people, elderly people, are out there in our community on their own, and they really don't have the ability to get out. And you know, it is nice that we have these kind of programs so we can check in on them. And the warm smile, I think that's a big deal, you know.
Every time you go and you meet with someone, there's this smile, there's this, they are so thankful, they don't feel deserving, even though all their lives they have worked, they have given to the community. A lot of these are vets, and here they are, they've lived 20 years longer than they were expected to live when they were born, and so their funds just haven't lasted that long.
I find that the services that are out there in Contra Costa County, people don't know about them all the time. And so that's why we feel so lucky to have people like you on our show.
Thank you.
We are very spread out. That's how our society is today. So it really is wonderful to know that there's an organization like yours out there.
That's right. Many of the letters that we get are from families who are outside of the Contra Costa County area, and they're so grateful that number one, their parents are getting a meal, but it's really the wealth and wellness check that Elaine spoke about.
Yeah. In fact, we had a couple come from London not too long ago they set an appointment with us because their mom is here and alone, and so they set an appointment to come and talk to us so that we could connect their mom with all the services that are available in the county, not just our services.
Tell us about the volunteers. Where did most of them come from?
Everywhere. We have volunteers east, west, county, central county, all ages. You have to be 18. There are so many opportunities that if you want to deliver food, you deliver food. If you want to be a friendly visitor and give 1 hour a week to a senior and become their friend, that's all it takes. you can do that. If we need office work, if there's just really, we have people that deliver dog food. So we have some great volunteers that will take and deliver pet food and visit with the senior for a few minutes. So it's whatever it is you need, but we are constantly in need of volunteers. We never have enough volunteers. We have a waiting list, by the way, of 60 people, seniors that are at home that are waiting for a friend.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to be a friend to somebody, please go to our website.
Obviously, you're a charitable organization.
Right.
So where does your funding come from?
About 50% comes from the Older Americans Act, which please everybody get renewed. It's really important. And then other donations, individual donations, and we have one fundraising event a year, which is our crab feed, which is it's called a dinner. We want it to be elevated, even though you're wearing a bib, okay?
I love putting on a cocktail dress with a bib, but honestly, I think it's a nice look.
So that's January 30th, and it's Center Concord, and tables are available, sponsorships are available, and we really have a great time at this event.
Oh, yeah.
So it's fun, it's laughing, we have a band, and it's really a good time. So please, everybody, come.
Thank you so much for coming on our show today. You gave us so much awesome information, and it's such an opportunity for the community to come together and give back to those people who have served the community for so long.
Now we're going to go to Paul, and he has our musical guest for us. And our musical guest is Dave Land and the Downtowners.
All right, we have a fantastic group for you today. Give it up for Dave Land and the Downtowners.
Every year I wait for April, be wanting it so bad. Anticipating baseball, every single day drives me mad. Man, the San Francisco Giants, oh, they're the best we ever had. I had the third in Townsend, AT&T Park make me smile. Afternoon or evening, they make it last a little while. Man, I'm crazy about the Giants, they got San Francisco style. They got a little bit of class, a little bit of soul. They get my motor running and I'm ready to go back to San Francisco. It's back where I belong. Spend October with the Giants, that's all it takes to me on. Come sit with me in the arcade, got me a stack of K's to hold. I wanna tell you a story, maybe the best I ever told. Well, it's a story about the Giants, oh, there's a team that's made of gold. Day game on the weekend, that's just a way to start the day. But they light up in the evening, just like that city by the bay. Man, I'm crazy about the Giants, just can't wait to watch them play. They got a little bit of class, a little bit of soul. They get my motor running and I'm ready to go back to San Francisco. It's back where I belong. Now we could stay by the bay and watch them play San Francisco ball. Woo! Oh, let's watch them play now. They got a little bit of class, a little bit of soul. They get my motor running and I'm ready to go back to San Francisco, back where I belong. I swear I hear them old Dodgers singing their lonesome song. Ooh, man, I got a little bit of cash, I got a little bit of dough. Gonna get back to that city, man, that's where I want to go, 'cause that's my giants, they're worth that extra mile. They're everything a fan could want, they're everything I truly want. That's the Giants, they got San Francisco style.
The Downtowners, that was awesome. Thank you for that performance. We were jamming over here. Okay, I would like to thank all of our guests for coming to our show today. We learned so much about the Contra Costa Office of Education, about all the great things that Meals on Wheels does for the community. Don't forget about the crab feed dinner on January 30th, right?
That's it, yep.
And don't forget to buy your ticket for StarQuest in April. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, I hope lots of kids audition for that one. That's going to be fantastic. So thank you, and the wonderful performances that some of those StarQuest kids did for us today. That was
Stone
awesome.
Sisters in Harmony. Oh.
You know what? Of course, we have to thank all of our fantastic sponsors. Paul Mitchell, East Bay, thank you so much for getting us all fancy looking.
And Deja Vu.
Deja Vu for wardrobe. Devon Knight and her fabulous jewelry from Chloe and Isabel. Thank you so much. That was awesome. And of course, we have to thank Rec and Park for letting us use the Senior Center.
Absolutely.
Don't forget the Senior Center is available for rental, just like all of the other fantastic Rec and Park properties, Community Center, Teen Center, so many places out there. And thank you to you for watching Inside Pleasant Hill. I'm Jen Grossi.
I'm Octavia Petrude.
Okay, Paul, take us out.